Chapter 3 Unspoken Thought.
I wonder what exactly happened here 5 years ago. Did it have something to do with Matthew's dad? Could that be the reason he disappeared? I need to find Matthew. Where could he be? What did Dan say about where Matthew went last year? Something about finding Matthew in an old house near here.
Well, we're gonna have to find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to another code. Last time, we went out and saw the lake. It's a very beautiful lake. And we met up with Matthew, who fell down a well. And we learned more about him. His father is missing. Apparently he was rich. And we went into this boathouse to try and figure more stuff about him. Didn't really, and we found his briefcase. Hopefully we're gonna learn more about him. In the meantime, we have to find Matthew. Yeah, Dan told us a bunch about what happened. Dan the Forest Ranger told us about what's been going on with him. So, let's out. He said that he went to an old photographer's house, so... Is this that photographer's house Dan told me about? Well, I know one thing. There's a can here!
Ugh.
Who left this can here? I should pick it up. A empty can. Like, there's no doubt that it was Matthew who just threw this can out, right? Because he, like, comes here all the time or something? Like, come on, Matthew, jeez. Also, this is very pretty. Like, holy crap. I love the scenery in this game. Like, the framing is just, like, incredible. Like, the trees just part in a way that makes the clock tower just appear, and that's beautiful. I'd imagine it's really cool for a photographer. That's why they, like, settled here.
The door's open. Is Matthew in here?
Hello? Anyone in here? Sounds like no one's home. Oh well. We do have some bios to look through, so before we look through this house, let's look through our bios. By the by, I forgot to add one part on the Final Two Memories bios. Dad told me that Mom gave me my middle name. It means beautiful moon. Thanks for the awesome name, Mom. But then he gave me Mom's pendant as a birthday present. I'll never take it off. As long as I have it, I'll feel her presence watching over me. Let's start with Matthew. So that boy's name is Matthew after all. He ran away to the lake and I caught him after he fell into a well by the abandoned building. Well, I guess rescued is closer to the truth. When Matthew told me that he was looking for his dad who had gone missing, I was sympathetic right away. I totally get wanting to find your father, but I didn't trust him at first and said mean things to him. Can't make that up to him exactly, but I can help him look for clues about his dad. I mean, look at this poor kid. All alone with his mom dead and his dad missing? Can't just do nothing. You can tell that Ashley's kind of growing into a kind person. Kelly Crusoe, Matthew's little sister. She loves stuffed animals. That strange little rabbit in her father's briefcase was kind of cute. Guess I could see why she liked it. That one must be her favorite, in fact. It was falling apart, so you can just tell how much she loved it. Michael Crusoe. Matthew's dad was the president of a resort company, so I guess the super rich part was actually true. The company was called Crusoe Resort, and they were trying to make Lake Juliet into a tourist trap, with stuff like the campground and boathouse. But there was some kind of trouble, and the company went bankrupt 5 years ago. Maybe that's why Michael went missing? Huh. The clock tower was also sealed up 5 years ago, and Michael disappeared 5 years ago. What else happened here 5 years ago? A lot, apparently. A suspicious-seeming guy in a black suit and sunglasses. When Gina and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he sure didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him. Guess because he thinks that the guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance? But snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. He seems less like a culprit and more like a detective or someone following the case. But that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? And is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow? Sophia Callahan, a researcher at JC Valley. She's one of Dad's coworkers. She was the first person I met at the cookout Dad invited me to. She has a grown-up sort of elegance and a real beauty to her. She also seems a little hard to approach. Even if my first impression of her is wrong, she was talking to Rex about work the whole time and I didn't have the courage to butt in. She works with Dad, so I really should try to say hi to her at some point. But how should I go about approaching her? If she doesn't want to talk to me? Guess I won't know until I try, but it makes me a little nervous. Also, she has a beauty mark, typical beauty mark of, yeah. Gina Barnes. Gina is another one of Dad's researcher colleagues. When I needed to take Dad's hat back to him, she jumped in to remind Ian to be specific with his instructions since I'd never been here. She also told me there was some shady guy in sunglasses hanging around the boathouse, so I was ready to hide right away when I saw him by the lakeshore. Gina's great. She's kind and considerate. Kind of person I want to be as an adult. Ian Tyler. Ian is another researcher who works with Dad. While cleaning up after the cookout, he noticed Dad forgot his hat, so he asked me to bring it to his cottage. I bet Dad's doing stuff like this all the time, forgetting things and imposing on everyone else to help. Ian told me how to find the cottage and also warned me to stay away from the out-of-service boathouse. Then I met Matthew and we wound up sneaking in. I don't want Ian to worry, so maybe I just won't tell him I went inside. A large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. They get along pretty well, but it isn't his pet. He said it just started following him around near the campground. It's too well behaved to be a wild animal, so I guess someone must be really worried about their lost dog right now. Next time I see it, I should try and befriend it so I can give it all the cuddles. Rex Alfred, the director of JC Valley. That's where Dad works. He's Elizabeth's father. Turns out he's Dad's boss, and that means I had better behave in front of him. He's a little intimidating too. Who wears a suit to a cookout? All he talks about is work, so I figured he would not want to talk to a teenager. And in fact, he spent the whole cookout talking to Sophia. I don't exactly know why, but I got the feeling there's something going on between them. Interesting. Alright. Elizabeth Alfred, the keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the director of Rex. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of JC Valley. I first saw her at the campground, but she was busy, so I didn't have a chance to say hi. Later I did, and I regretted it. Turns out she's the worst. The first time we spoke, she ignored what I had to say and talked down to me the whole time. I just wanted to say hi. My mistake, I guess. I just don't get her. Her dad is my dad's boss, so I had to be careful what I say to her. How frustrating. If it weren't for that, I would have let her have it. Oh, I wish I could. Can't believe she's friends with Tommy and Janet. They make a big deal about her taste in music and fashion sense. I can't just look past her personality and appreciate that stuff. Why did I even come here again? Yeah, Dad, it's because of you that I had to deal with this girl. Janet Rice, the drummer in Tommy's band. She's really friendly and fun to be around. She told me their band is entering the Big Deal Band Contest. Great name. I'm going to enter too, but according to her, their goal isn't just to enter. She wants to enter, win, and get a record deal. And winning this contest is the quickest way to make that happen. Tommy has different motivations, but seeing Janet's ambition really makes me want to dig down deep and give it my all. Rock on, Janet. Tommy Harrison, a college student who works part-time at the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth, playing lead guitar and writing all their songs. Janet says he's good enough to be a pro guitarist, but I'm pretty impressed that he also writes the music. I guess he's also really popular with the fans of the band. It's weird to think that the slacker who is always taking breaks in the storage room is, like, cool. That being said, I haven't heard their music, and as a fellow guitarist, I'm really curious to hear how he plays. And here's Dan, who's just here. Dan spoke to me at the campsite. When he showed me a picture of Matthew and I confirmed that he was the one who stole my bag, he told me that Matthew had run away from home 3 days ago. Not for the first time. Dan said he's been asked to find him. At the time, I didn't know anything about Matthew and I thought he was just a runaway troublemaker. But I was wrong. He had good reasons for running away. When Dan came to the boathouse, Matthew was actually with me. I felt a little bad for not saying anything. But I wanted to help Matthew because I know what it's like to want to see your dad. I was really nervous talking to Dan, but I did find out some stuff about Lake Juliet, like the clock tower at Michael's company, Crusoe Resort. So it was a good thing in the end that I talked to him. On my way to Dad's cottage to drop off the hat he forgot, I found Matthew. My first thought was to catch him and make him give me back my bag, but he ran away from me and got stuck in a well behind an abandoned building. Who hides in a well? It's not just a well, it's not just behind the abandoned building, it's right next to fuck, what was it? God damn it. The guest house, yeah. It's also clearly like a mining shed or something like that. So yeah, the well's for that. I learned a lot talking to Matthew, like why he stole my bag and why he ran away from home. He's not just some criminal jerk like I thought. I decided to help him look for his dad when I realized he was basically me 2 years ago. We searched the boathouse on the shore that had been all sealed up and we found his dad Michael's briefcase. While we were looking through it, Dan almost caught us, but I distracted him and Matthew sneaked away. It reminds me though, Dan mentioned something happened with the clock tower 5 years ago. As we explored the lake shore, I remembered some more stuff about Mom. I was pretty little in the memory, but I was worried about her. Like she seemed different or something. I like the clarification there about how Ashley felt about that. On the shore of Lake Juliet, I had another memory about Mom from 13 years ago. I saw her staring silently out at the lake, holding my hand. What was she thinking about? I don't remember the details, but I feel like she was different somehow right then. Did something happen to her that day? Oh boy. So yeah, it was let's take a look around here.
Huh?
Who is this? Oh, you're not allowed to show it? I'm not allowed to take a picture of it? It's really pretty. She's really pretty, and the framing is like really nice. Like I like the flowers surrounding her. Here's a clock that doesn't tell the actual time. I think it's stopped. Maybe it's like close to the time that. No, it's not. It's like because that's like 7:50, and there's no way it's that close to evening in this game.
Ah.
Oh, this is a photo of the clock tower. Yeah, I imagine that the photographer, like, whoever owns this place, the photographer who owns this place, picked this place because it has a really nice framing of the clock tower, like I said earlier. It looks like they took this photo from in front of this house. Yeah, thanks, Ashley. I should really read those things more. So they don't so I don't fucking say what they're about to say. I guess the person who lived here liked books. I bet they sat and read in that chair by the fireplace. Yeah, I like I like this place. It's a small area that we're not gonna return to, but it's really pretty. Going outside is like, it has a really great view. This is exactly the kind of place I'd love to live in as a kid. Nowadays, I'm like too technology dependent to actually like endure the indoors, but like as a kid, I'd be like, this would be my favorite place.
Huh.
A nice chair in front of the fireplace on a cold winter day. Sounds pretty great, honestly. It's not winter, it's like spring or summer. I actually don't know the exact time when this game takes place. That's a big kettle.
Yeah.
I bet you could boil all sorts of water in that thing. I don't know any other type of water other than water. But there's also hard water, which I'm not familiar with, but also I don't fucking know. There's still sauces and dishes and stuff here. Why did the owner just disappear and leave all this here? Yeah, it's interesting knowing who lived here and why they had to leave, and seeing the state that it left it here. Is that olive oil? No one's living here, but they didn't move out either. There's still dishes in the sink. Did something happen while they were washing the dishes? Still dishes. These photos of the lake are all gorgeous. There's also these 2 photos that we can't see. I don't know if it's the lighting or like just like the game just doesn't want us to see. There's also a certificate thing here. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe best photographer of Lake Juliet. Anyway, let's go in.
What's this? Looks like Matthew's dad's briefcase. Matthew's gotta be around here.
Got Matthew's dad's briefcase. I think the top one is a sunset and the bottom is a sunrise.
Pretty.
The scenery here is so pretty. Yeah. Ashley, you're 16. You should know what the difference between a sunrise and a sunset is. But yeah, this game is really pretty. I know, this game's graphics aren't like high fidelity or anything, but the art styles just really makes it worth it. These 4 are all just beautiful. I'd love to have a pretty portrait like these taken of me. Photography techniques, engineering your exposures, the magic of shadows, lens philosophy, composition revolution, the miracle of apertures. Are these all technical books about photography?
Huh.
These albums are huge, and there's 2 for each year? How many pictures does a photographer take in a year? I'd imagine, like, it's a lot. Having 2 years... I'm not a photographer by any means, but I'd imagine, like, if you're into photography, that you'd be taking pictures nearly daily, so there's a ton of photos. So yeah, it would be enough to fill up an album per half year. Possibly even more if you're like that, but I also don't know.
Huh?
Is this a bag for holding a camera? Seems kind of big. But I suppose you need room for extra lenses and film and all. Look at this. These articles aren't about anything worth mentioning. Okay, that's really frustrating to me because, like, I get it. It's to add verisimilitude. Like, when you're investigating something or, like, you're looking at stuff in a place that you're not familiar with, you're going to find stuff that doesn't interest you or isn't important to what you're doing if you're, like, investigating or whatever. But also, like, why are you wasting my time, game? It's an article about someone named Gilbert Moss. He's going to be a Lake Juliet resident. He finally filed the applications. Says he's living in Lake Juliet. Dated September 9th, 1998. Not a very recent report. You could also... I'd like to... I guess you can interpret that as, like, Gilbert Moss is, like, this super famous photographer or, like, something like that, because his photos are, like, super good. But, like... So, yeah, like, they go in... They're like, it's meant to be like, oh, a celebrity, but like, yeah. I guess that's how you can interpret it, in a pseudo-celebrity sort of sense. Or, like, someone important. Yeah. A newspaper article has been stuck to the wall.
Pretty.
It's a landscape photo. It's so pretty. Small photos hanging beside the newspaper articles. Okay. So, yeah. I don't think anything interesting here. Right, this is a tripod for holding the camera still. Bigger than I thought. Like, photographers have to work pretty hard carrying all this gear around. Like, yeah, that newspaper article isn't important, but but talking about tripods is. I guess in a way it is, but like also, come on. National Photo Contest, Grand Prize, Gilbert Moss. Oh, so yeah, I was kind of right there. Huh. Lots of stuff still here, but this hutch is empty. Whatever was in here must have been important if it's all they took when they left. I didn't know that's what it was called, a hutch. This calendar is from 5 years ago. It's like time just stopped in here. Yeah. So they moved out at the same time all that shit went down. Yeah, 5 years ago was not a good time, was it? So yeah. I wonder where Matthew went. And just to get this out of the way, Matthew's dad's bridge has been fished. The bridge that belongs to Matthew's dad, pretty sturdy. The bridge kept water out of it. We kept a floppy distance out of all the stuffed animals. Kelly youngest sister. Yeah.
A trapdoor? Looks like stairs down to the basement. I should check it out. Matthew?
Oh, Ashley.
I've been trying to find you.
How'd you know I'd be here?
Dan gave me the idea. He said this is where they found you when you ran away last time.
You didn't tell him you'd seen me, did you? Does he know I'm here?
Of course not. Don't worry. He's looking for you, though. He said he'd take you to the police if he found you. This is a great spot to lay low. Basement hideout's a nice touch. How'd you find this place?
Some construction worker told me about it last year. Said a photographer used to live here. He'd take pictures of the lake all the time. But one day, he just disappeared and left all his stuff too.
Huh. That's strange. Huh? Hey, is this you in this picture?
Yeah, and that's my family. I found it here last year.
Oh? Huh.
Yeah.
Those two are my parents, Michael and Emily. And that one near mom is...
Yeah.
That's you, right? You're so little.
Hey.
So then the girl on your dad's back is your little sister Kelly? Yeah.
Is that the stuffed animal that was in the briefcase?
Yeah, Kelly loved that stuffed bunny. She took it everywhere.
It's a great picture. You all look so happy.
Yeah, we were. We were really happy. Kelly and I laughed and played, and our parents laughed with us. Ashley? If Dad asks, please don't tell him where I am. He'll call the police, and they'll take me back to my uncle. And I never want to go back there again.
Look, Matthew. I understand how you feel. But you can't keep going like this. So, this stuffed bunny's Kelly's? What was it doing in the briefcase, I wonder?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Why don't you hold on to it? Might help cheer you up if you're ever feeling lonely. What do you think?
No, you hang on to it.
Come on, you should have it.
I said no!
Huh?
Fine. Then I'll go with Ashley.
Why don't you want to go back to your uncle? You know, my dad went missing for years before, too. I lived with my aunt the whole time he was gone. I get it. So I can tell you one thing for sure. Your uncle must be really worried about you right now.
No way! He's not worried at all!
Matthew.
He hates me! Trust me! He was going to send me to boarding school!
Boarding school? What would that mean for you?
He's sending me to some school in London in September.
London? Like in England?
Yeah,
That's basically the other side of the world.
I know. He said I need to learn how to be a responsible adult. But they have all these rules, and I have to live at the school too. I won't be able to come home until I graduate.
That's awful.
So, I didn't have a choice. I needed to run away. This is my last chance to find my dad. If I get caught again, I'll never be able to come back.
I had no idea. Okay, I'll help you.
What?
You want to find out what happened to your dad, right? Let me help you. We'll do it together.
Really?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ashley.
There is one thing, though. If we don't get anywhere today, you have to go back to your uncle, at least for now.
What? Why?
Think about it. Let's say you keep looking for your dad. What happens if you never find a lead?
Well,
What will you do?
I'll keep looking.
You'll just keep looking forever?
That's right. I'll never give up.
If that's how you feel, why not talk to your uncle about it? Tell him how serious you are. I'm sure he'll understand.
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's start our search.
Okay.
Our first stop should be my dad's cottage. I've been thinking about how to read the disc from the briefcase. I bet we can check it out there.
Don't you think he'll report me?
Don't worry, he's at the lab.
You're sure?
Yep, positive. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. So they just have their photography studio in the bathroom?
What?
I'm not sure I like the idea of a toilet in the basement. What if you had to go in the middle of the night? Creepy. I mean, I guess logic is that the toilet is... a downstairs toilet is close to the water supply or the waste disposal or something. But also, why do we have all this? There's a portable electric stove among the equipment for developing photos. An electric stove? Is this for developing photos? Maybe they just use it to boil water for coffee or whatever while they were working. They boiled coffee next to the toilet. No one get any ideas about toilet coffee. Developing solution, fixing agent, chemicals for developing film, I guess. So, do you soak your photos in this tray to develop them? Well, there's... yeah. Oh shit. I wonder where Matthew's dad went. Or Matthew. I hope we can get them back together. What's this? More photography equipment? Guess there's a lot more to photography than I realized. Well, we can take a look at the photos. Aren't they sweet? Oh yeah, here's the boat captain from the first game. And with his significant other. Aw, they're cute together. And there's a random couple. And there's another random couple. You guys see, like, do you guys see any floating arms out there that could maybe possibly be misconstrued as Loch Ness Monster rumor or something like that? I'm gonna take a photo of this. We gotta have memories of this. These photos are too good. Anyway. Sure is dusty. No one's used this in years. Matthew, you didn't clean this mirror? I mean, I guess you don't have, like, cleaning supplies, but, like, you didn't check? Imagine there'd be cleaning supplies and there's running water. Just find some paper towels and clean it. At least do that. What, you didn't want to steal paper towels? This is film. Jessica showed me some once. Isn't it bad to leaving it hanging out like this? I don't know why specifically you'd want to develop film on top of a bathtub. Like, it'll probably get wet. But I'm not a photographer, so I have zero experience in film, despite being a media studies, having a media studies degree.
Oh.
Your place to hang photos. Did they get wet or something? Weren't they worried about the pictures falling in the tub? Well, if they get wet, the tub's the best place to put it. Doesn't feel like they use this place for bathing, does it?
Huh?
Did they have another bathroom? I mean, you could just go outside into a tree, but again, you don't have like a shower or bath or anything. And I'd imagine there'd be laws against like bathing in the lake. Guess this thing controls the power for the house. Yeah. I don't want to accidentally kill the power or anything, so I won't touch it. Alright, now we can get to the BIOS, because we've been kind of slacking on that. Alright. Yeah, this hasn't changed much. Emily Crusoe, Matthew's mom died from an illness. Matthew's mom died from an illness. It seemed like before she died, she was mad that Matthew cared so much about his missing dad. But why? Always crying and so angry. I wonder if she had a reason to want Matthew to give up on his dad. I guess she wanted to protect him. Since Dad was so brokenhearted about his dad, I can only imagine how sad she felt when she got ill and was forced to leave her son's side. I think it's also just another secret abuse thing, because, like, Michael just up and leaves to try and... Michael just up and leaves. It's the same thing with Richard. Like, this fucker just, like, up and leaves his daughter. And Michael was like, please, Michael just leaves his son and his ill wife. Like, what the hell? We're not... Most of the men here are not making good impressions. Michael Crusoe. Matthew's dad was the president of a resort company, so I guess the super rich part was actually true. The company was called Crusoe Resort, and they were trying to make Lake Juliet into a tourist trap, with stuff like the campground and boathouse. There was some kind of trouble, and the company went bankrupt 5 years ago. Maybe that's why Michael went missing? Huh. The clock tower was also sealed up 5 years ago, and Michael disappeared 5 years ago. What else happened here 5 years ago? It's always 5 years ago, isn't it? Alright, just gonna make sure. This guy doesn't have anything. And just so it doesn't bother me... Yeah, we got a new photo. Like, Dad, I know this is like new technology or something or whatever. Phones didn't really have cameras at the time. But, like, can you not give me a notification when I take the picture I just made? Like, don't give me a notification that you took a picture. That's not how it works.
I can take the briefcase. Got it.
You sure took
Not
it?
too heavy?
Nope, I'm good. I carried it this far, didn't I?
All right, it's all yours.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was spoken. Okay. Yeah, you're totally carrying it. Yeah, he has a backpack too. Like, what? Matthew, how did you get in front of me when I opened the door? Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, once again, really beautiful framing here. Alright, let's head on over to... Where are we going? I think we're just going to her dad's.
Elizabeth?
Wait, what? What's with the face? Do you have a problem with me?
Not at all. Just surprised. I didn't expect to see you out here.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? Why would you ask me that? It's none of your business.
Calm down. I was just making small talk. It doesn't take much to set you off, does it?
I didn't mean it like that. I was just taking a walk. Am I not allowed to go for a walk?
Is that so?
Let's go, Ashley.
Wait.
What?
Ugh, I knew it. You're that Crusoe resort kid.
Do you take solo walks often?
Sometimes, I guess.
Sounds relaxing. Any good trails around here?
Trails? Ha! No such thing.
Really? You're local. I thought you'd know. Oh, by the way, I saw Tommy and Janet earlier. They said they were headed to band practice. Are you going?
What? Right. I've gotta skip this one. Errands to run.
Oh, that's too bad. You know Matthew?
Of course. Everyone around here does. He's the son of the president of Crusoe Resort.
What's with the attitude? So what if he's the president's son?
You clearly have no idea, so I'll enlighten you. You should know about Crusoe Resort. After all, they almost ruined the lake.
Ruined the lake?
Yeah, and it was his dad's fault. First, the jerk finds this beautiful lake. Then he buys up all the land he can to make this big resort.
So?
It's how he went about it. The construction ruined the environment here. They totally polluted the lake. Some people would do anything for money. Destroying nature to build a tourist trap? Unbelievable. Selfish people like that are the reason the Earth is hurting. Oh, poor Mother Nature. Get it? That's the kind of person his dad is.
That's enough, Elizabeth.
I'm just telling the truth.
Even if that's true, it has nothing to do with Matthew.
Seriously? How can you walk around like nothing's wrong?
You don't
What?
You don't have any proof. Stop lying.
Matthew?
Whatever.
Like, the overhead shot is really cool. Hey, Elizabeth. How's it going? You doing okay, girl? Nice heels. Not great for walking in, you know. Not like my not like my high tops. There's a white bench on the side of the walking trail. You doing okay? Why does the lighting make your top look purple when it was red? What? I want to look for more cans, though. Give me a sec.
Matthew.
I wonder if Matthew's alright. I should check on him. Fine. Wow. It's just right there. Oh, there's a can. Matthew, did you throw this can as well? Matthew! And she went on that fucking spiel on environmentalist crap. Like, come on. It's poor taste.
Ugh.
Can on the ground. Why can't people be more considerate? Alright, we got a generic Cool Pop. And we saved, yeah. Alright, so we have 3 empty cans along with the 4 Lake Juliet tokens. I think we're on good pace right now to get what I want to get from there. I like this view. Like, from this tree you can see the clock tower and the boathouse. And that place that we're gonna go to soon. Yeah.
Oh.
There he is. Yeah, thanks, Ashley. Hey, buddy. You feeling okay? You like hanging around in trees? You like the view? It's a nice view.
Hey. Are you okay?
What do you think about what Elizabeth said?
I think she didn't have to be so rude. She kind of made me mad.
So you were shocked?
Well, yeah, a little. Do you know if that's true?
Everyone says it is.
But you don't believe it.
No. But I get confused sometimes. I can't help but wonder if... I've been here before. With my family.
Oh yeah? It's huge.
Yeah. And this is a special tree. I remember Dad used to stand here and look out at the lake. He always seemed so calm.
You remember.
I just thought Dad liked the view. And then everything happened, and now I'm not so sure. What was he thinking about when he stared out at the lake? And that's something I wonder about now.
It sounds like this tree's important to you.
Yeah, I have so many memories of all of us together here.
What was your family like?
Dad was always busy working. When I'd ask him to play, he'd yell about being interrupted.
Oh,
Mom was always sick, so I used to take care of Kelly. And we played together all the time. Kelly was cute, but she was a lot younger. She cried a lot.
being a big brother must be tough sometimes.
Yeah,
Hey, Matthew? Does Kelly live with your uncle too?
no. My uncle said she went to stay someplace a long way from here. I don't get to see her.
That sounds really lonely.
Yeah. Honestly, I just don't remember. I can't even remember the day my dad left. When I try, everything gets fuzzy. It's all a blank. Not the last thing he said before he left. Or the look on his face.
Seeing Matthew like this reminds me so much of Dee. Something terrible must have happened to Matthew. Something that left a scar inside, just like with Dee. Listen, when I learned about my mom, a friend told me something. He said, even though facing the truth can be hard, in the end it's always for the best. What do you think?
You're right. I need to know what Dad was thinking. That's why I have to find out what happened to him. The clock tower.
You want to check it out next? Let's take a look. Might find something. So let's go. What are you waiting for?
Nothing, I guess.
Yeah, it is a really special tree. You get a view of the clock tower, you get a view of the lake, you get a view of... Well, you don't see the mermaid statue from there. There's like a rock formation over there that blocks it. Ooh, a security camera. Let's run over here, Matthew.
Oh, wow. It's so much taller up close.
Promise me, Matthew. Don't go near the clock tower.
Ashley?
Yeah?
I changed my mind. I don't want to go. I just have a really bad feeling.
It's okay. If you don't want to go, that's fine.
really sorry.
Why don't you wait here while I take a look? Just don't let Dan find you.
Okay.
Oh.
Ashley, see that clock tower? Your dad and I once went all the way to the top.
I remember. It used to be open to everyone. I wonder if I can get in. Nope, not opening. And if I can't get in, I can't investigate.
Well, what can we do? Guess we could just...
You. That was Matthew just now, wasn't it?
Is he after Matthew?
Do you have a moment?
Sure. But can I ask you a question first?
Go ahead.
How do you know about Matthew?
Not just Matthew. I know about you too. Ashley Mizuki Robins. The only child of Dr. Richard Robins.
What? How'd you know that?
A good question.
Who are you?
John Smith.
Seriously? John Smith? There is no way that's your real name.
Is that what you think?
What's this guy hiding? He's seriously suspicious.
The look of total mistrust of adults on the face of youth.
And seriously weird.
I'll tell you this much. I am not your enemy. I've always wanted to use that line.
I literally could not imagine a more suspicious person if I tried.
Hey now, have mercy.
Okay, let's cut the jokes. I'm not falling for whatever this is. How do you know about us? Who are you really? Now what are you doing?
Checking our perimeter. Can you keep a secret, Ashley?
Usually.
You cannot repeat what I'm about to tell you. The truth is, I'm a special agent. I'm looking into something that happened 5 years ago.
A special agent?
You look surprised. I know. Hearing special agent can be quite the shock.
Actually, I'm more interested in what happened 5 years ago.
That's what got your attention?
It has something to do with Matthew's dad, doesn't it? Tell me what you know. Please.
Ashley, did Matthew tell you what happened 5 years ago?
Huh? Why? What does he have to do with investigating the resort and the lake?
That's confidential. Information regarding the investigation is classified.
Then I won't tell you anything. I'll conduct my own investigation.
I would stop if I were you.
Why?
In this world, certain truths are better left undiscovered. Would you pass that message on to Matthew as well?
Me?
Tell him for me, Ashley.
Special agent, huh?
Let's look at the mermaid statue. Cause fuck it, why not?
Hmm?
Wonder if there are mermaid legends about Lake Juliet. I mean, they went and made a whole bronze statue, so maybe? Yeah, and they made her naked. This game is rated T for teen, so I guess... I don't know. Alright, before we go head off to find Matthew, let's look at our profiles. Yeah, it's just John. A suspicious seeming guy in a black suit and sunglasses. He calls himself John Smith. When Gina and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he sure didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him, I guess because he thinks this guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance, but snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. Seems less like a culprit and more like a detective or somebody following the case, but that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? And is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow? Yeah, sorry, that was a that's not you, so. But yeah.
Matthew!
Oh, it's you!
I saw you at the guest house.
Ashley,
There you are.
I saw you talking to the guy in the sunglasses. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we just talked. I questioned him a little.
Wow, really? Awesome.
It's no big deal.
What did you find out?
He didn't say who he was, but he told me what he's doing here. He's investigating what happened 5 years ago.
Huh?
He wouldn't give details. Said it was top secret.
That's so sketchy. What if he's behind it?
I'm not sure. He was odd, but it didn't seem like he was up to no good.
Hi, puppy. Good to see you.
Now, where did you come from? Let's try to guess your name. Bonnie? Rusty? Pochi?
That last one's too weird.
It's not weird. Pochi is a very common dog name in Japan.
Huh. That's really a Japanese dog name?
Yep. My dad told me.
Does your dad know a lot about Japan?
Sort of. My mom was Japanese.
Oh, cool. But this dog's name definitely isn't Pochi. It's Princess. I saw it on her collar.
You sure do seem like a princess.
Are you a dog or a cat person?
Definitely a dog person. I wanted one when I was little, but we lived in an apartment. So I used to play with my neighbor's dog after school instead.
Really?
Hey, princess. Wanna be friends?
Hey, so how was the clock tower?
It was locked. I couldn't get in.
Oh,
Come to think of it, Dan told me something. He said the clock's been stopped for 5 years now. I guess that means we can't get inside.
oh well. So, where's your dad's cottage?
I think it was just past the bridge. First house on the left.
Well, let's go.
Sure thing.
Well, more bio updates. Jeez, I really should organize these better. That's just a dog. Princess, a large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. She's super friend. Okay, it's the same thing as last time. Oh wait, no, it's not. A large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. She's super friendly. We became fast friends. Can't get over how fluffy her white fur feels. I could get lost in it and pet her forever. Her name is Princess according to her collar, which means she definitely has an owner. What's the sign of them? Is she lost or did she run away? We'll discover it later. Yeah. Yeah. Are there more cams? I don't see any.
Huh.
Just a blank billboard. Seems like a good spot for an ad. Right by the path and all. Yeah, I bet it does. Oh hey, a lock.
It's locked? Dad's place is on the other side of the bridge. Oh, this isn't good. The RAS.
Is responding, which means
I knew it.
the DAS responded too. So maybe I can open this?
Nice. It opened. Huh? Where'd Princess go?
Ran off somewhere.
Oh. Maybe we'll see her again.
Anyway, let's walk in. Gotta go through the cottage. Once again, the soundtrack is awesome. This is a nice, pleasant little soundtrack, pleasant little song. This game's entire soundtrack can be just summed up as pleasant. I know this isn't a unique situation. It's not. It's commented like 1 billion to a lot of people, but like. It's where I grew up. And look, birds! Gotta take a picture of them before they fly away. Now I have to delete some photos. Yeah, I get it. I literally took those photos. Alright, let's batch delete. We don't need that. That. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. And I guess we don't need that either. So they have a batch delete function, but not a turn off notifications function. Dad, we need to workshop some design details. All right, which one's Dad's cottage?
Here?
Guess this is Dad's cottage. Alright, Dad, you didn't, like, fucking litter or anything, did ya? Okay, I don't see anything. If, worst case scenario, I'll just go through it in the endgame.
Pretty.
Flowers. Wait, does Dad actually take care of these? Alright. Hey, Dad, wait.
Huh.
He left it unlocked? Kind of unsafe, Dad. Hey, Dad, I came in. I unlocked it with the RAS, not with like a key or something.
It's just issue after issue. How strange. It looks like unauthorized access from outside the JC Valley system. It can't be.
You're sure your dad isn't here?
Definitely. Don't worry.
Where's the computer?
I'll look for it.
Ashley,
Dad? What are you doing here?
I wrapped up at the lab. I'm sorry I had to leave the cookout so abruptly.
You said he wouldn't be here.
It's fine. I'll cover for you. You left your hat.
Oh, there it is. Thanks for bringing it to me. You have a friend with you?
Oh, yeah. This is, Mario. Yep, Mario.
Mario, eh? It's okay. Let me get a good look at you. Now, could you be the kid Dan told me about?
No, Dad. No way.
Don't be afraid. You must be Matthew.
Huh?
I heard you ran away from home. You must be having a hard time. I was about your age when I ran away for the first time. Will you tell me what's going on, Matthew?
Sure.
I didn't see this coming. Was Dad always like this?
So I only have today to figure out what happened to my dad.
I see. You've been through a lot.
Please don't tell Dan about Matthew.
Don't worry. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Thanks, Dad.
I hope you find a lead soon.
Yeah. Ashley, your dad is different from how I expected.
Yeah. I don't think my dad is what you'd call normal.
Huh? Not normal?
Don't you get it? That was a compliment.
It was?
You two are actually pretty similar.
Are not?
Well, how was the cookout, Ashley?
Awkward. I didn't know anyone,
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
but I met someone who knew Mom. He said on the outside I look like Mom, but inside I'm more like you.
Is that right?
I don't really get what he meant. I don't even know you that well.
Is that right?
Oh, before I forget, can you look at this? It belonged to Matthew's dad.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a floppy disk. My computer's upstairs. There's a floppy drive around there somewhere, if you can find it. Just feel free to look around.
Wow. Thanks. I'll start looking.
I remembered something else about Mom.
Did you?
Yeah. Sometimes the scenery here reminds me of things.
You're remembering things? It's possible something happened 13 years ago. Something that stuck deep in her memory.
Why did I suddenly remember Mom?
Well,
Do you know something?
I've been thinking. On the night your mom died, she had just returned with you from Lake Juliet. I've analyzed that day over and over. I keep thinking,
You're overthinking it, Dad. When it's about Mom, you always do.
how can I not? She's always on my mind. Especially since I haven't been able to say goodbye.
Dad.
Someone's calling. Hello, Gina. What is it?
The system is acting up again.
Oh?
The security system is behaving strangely.
What in the... It's just one issue after another. Highly unusual. Okay, I'll be right there.
Did something happen?
More trouble at the lab. I'm sorry to leave you alone again, but I have to go.
All right.
Oh, right. There's a restaurant nearby if you get hungry. Feel free to order something. Just say you're my daughter, and they'll put it on my tab.
Will do.
Okay, I better go.
You got this, Dad.
Yeah, I guess I do, don't I?
He's so busy. We never have time to just talk. I forgot to tell him about the Ras opening the lock.
Alright, let's just snoop through all your stuff since you're not here. It's so like him to hang his jacket like this. Jacket will lose its shape without a hanger. Is that true? I didn't realize that. Can't believe he actually bought a special hat just for camping. Does he really think that this will convince anyone he's somehow outdoorsy? Oh, I can't look at that umbrella.
Oh man.
What a sloppy way to hang your jacket. That's so Dad. Don't come crying to me when it loses its shape because you didn't use a hanger. Yeah, you can tell Ashley's the caretaker in this household. But then again, Jessica's still around too, so... Dad's back is stuffed full. What's he always carrying around? Yeah, I actually don't know. We can't look at the rain boots. I want to look at the rain boots. I want to look how silly they are. I don't need to call anyone right now. And besides, someone will probably call on it anyways. Huh? The clock has stopped. I bet Dad hasn't even noticed. I don't know if it's even 1:30, because it's definitely not 1:30 where I am. There's more to drink in this kitchen than there is to eat. Gotta remember to ask Dad if he's eating. Yeah, you need the water, but the food, optional. Besides, there's a restaurant somewhere nearby, so we'll just eat that. Pitchers full of drinking water. Dad needs to take better care of his jackets. This is so like him. Don't come crying to me when it loses its shape because you didn't use a hanger. I do the same thing, to be honest. I'm not careful with my clothes at all.
Huh.
Dad blends with black tea? Wonder what kind of herb he's using. Can't place its smell. Using tea and coffee is interesting. I've never heard of that before. Maybe it's a way of honoring Sayoko because she was a tea drinker. Let's see, a few veggies, a few condiments, and cold pop. Guess he doesn't like cooking for himself. Yeah. Not like we could see it because we didn't open it, but also, yeah. I really think, just like with how he invited Ashley to Blood Edward Island on for her 14th birthday, I think he just really wanted to see her again. And this was just an excuse. Oh wait, we could go in here? Oh my god. Okay. Nice actual reflection of Ashley. Space around Dad's sink is bare. Sure is bare. Jessica can have all sorts of makeup and cosmetics around her sink back home. If I take a picture, I'm suddenly a vampire! Dad, Dad, the dust turns me into a vampire. Oh, there is a reflection if you go into selfie mode.
Huh?
Never seen this brand of detergent before. One when you use at home smells way better. Dad should use that one instead. The fact he's doing laundry at all is a win, so I guess I won't bring it up. Well, Dad gets one win. Hey, a shower. Kinda need that, dude. I can't inspect the shower. So he works here and just has a cottage? Well, at least he's keeping this space clean. Guess if you're like working at a lab, you want to have at least one place that's close by. I guess he just lives in Lake Juliet now. I don't know. If you're not living with your daughter, then God. Alright. Yeah, great parenting. I know you're ND and stuff, but come on. Yeah. I didn't mention it before, but I love the fact that the scenery is basically just like a matte painting. Just like in old films. I know, this game is on Switch, and it's also, like, not great fidelity, but I like the art style and how vivid all the colors are, and how they make everything seem like a painting. It's still really beautiful. Even the character designs are kind of like that.
Sorry for the wait, Matthew.
Oh, good timing. I can't log into the computer. It needs a password.
Oh no. My dad just left for the lab. I can't ask him for it.
Maybe he wrote it down somewhere.
Knowing him, that's very likely. Let's take a look around his room and see if we can find anything.
On it.
The music just resets? Okay. Alright. This bookshelf is a mess. I want to organize these books so bad. But Sayako said the exact same thing. Huh, this novel was just turned into a movie. I've been curious about the book. I should ask Dad if I can borrow it. Yeah, I bet the book's better. This was 2007, so all the movie adaptations for books were like kind of shit. Okay, wait, what can? Okay. Ashley, I want to look at the scattered books. Did these fall here, or did Dad place them here? The fact I can't tell says a lot. Either way, I probably shouldn't touch them without asking him. Really laying it on thick that Ashley's dad is neurodivergent. ADHD or autism, take her back. Jeez, Dad, you should throw these out once they're empty. Great. There are some novels here. Whatever he reads before going to sleep. Is it that novelist? Is it Thomas? Thomas from the first game? His books? I know he said he's a fan of them.
Dad.
How much sleep is Dad getting? Even when we lived together, he would stay up late working. I'm a little worried about him. He was, like, gone. Like, he was there for at least a year, wasn't he? I guess that's the case. Dad buys something online almost every day. One of these days, he'll wind up buying the same thing twice and throwing one out. Amazon.com was a fucking mess right there. Probably was eBay back then. I don't know. Are these research materials? Well, let's look at his desk. Applied techniques of photochemistry, wavelengths of light as interpreted by cameras. What a title. Ooh, what a title. Must be what he's reading right now. Dad, really shouldn't leave things lying around like this.
Huh.
Wow, Dad made all this origami? He must really love it. Oh, you can get it from here. That's awesome. My residence on Lake Juliet scanned.
Dad?
Dad put some pictures up. Aw, look at they're actually cute.
Dad?
There's Ashley on her 14th birthday, Ashley on her 3rd birthday. With even the teddy bear grew up. That's awesome. And there's the two of them in Lake Juliet. But yeah, you could tell even Sayaka's like, this guy is a lot, but he's my loving husband. This cable must connect to some computer around here. Ashley, some computer. Ashley, please.
All right.
Let's try entering the password.
No good?
Looks like the wrong password. Maybe I should give it a little more thought. Before we continue on, I'll read the Crane message. When I decided to join JC Valley, Rex, the director, brought me here to tour the cottages. This cottage area was one of Crusoe Resort's large-scale projects, but because the plans for the overall resort failed, most of the cottages have sat uninhabited. Rex told me to pick whichever one I wanted, and the lab would foot the bills, so I wound up touring several of them. Okay, that's interesting. Because, like, Crusoe Resort... Yeah, but that's delving into spoiler territory, I think. All the ones Rex recommended were too stylish for my tastes. They just didn't suit my lifestyle, so I had a hard time choosing. Ultimately, I chose this 2-story cottage with a quaint little fireplace, mainly because it's close to the lake. Also, it had free Wi-Fi. After touring the other units, I told Rex that I'd rather the other new researchers take the fancier places, but Rex told me not to worry about that. Apparently, I'm the only one. Not even Gina or Ian? Like, I'd imagine Gina has one. Anyway, it looks like I'm JC Valley's sole new researcher this month, maybe even this whole year. Maybe one of them is one of the other colleges, maybe Gina's just not. I don't know. They didn't cover it. Anyway, let's take a look at this note. Actually, what the fuck is in here? Even more stuff. I wonder if this is used with a computer.
Maybe.
Maybe he wrote his password in this notebook? Nope, I guess I should be glad he's not that careless. That's Dad's glasses case. Wonder if these batteries have any juice left in them. Still can't believe JC Valley has their own brand of batteries.
This is...
There's something written on it. What is this supposed to mean? Oh, it's a photo. Would someone write this on the back, though?
Maybe.
Maybe the other photos have writing on them, too. And knowing Dad, I bet one of them has his password on it. Bet there's something here. Let's check this out. These pictures are like the other. There should be something written on the back. The order of the photos is all mixed up. Come on, Dad.
How about this?
May as well put them in order while looking for the password. Alright, so we know, yeah. So you can probably tell it's placed in order of events in the game in this, so
Yeah.
this is the orders the photos were taken in, right?
Oops.
Now, what does the writing on the back say? I sure you hope it's the password. Alright. There.
Ah.
This has to be it. How many of you in the comment section thought that was gonna be mindfuck? Why is it mindful though?
All right.
Let's try entering the password. So does it have to be in all caps too? We'll do it in all caps, fuck it. What kind of login noise was that?
All right, we're in.
Yes!
Now we just gotta pop the disc in and we're good. Let me see it, Matthew.
One sec. Here you go.
And it goes... Oh no. This computer has no disk drive.
So, we can't see the data?
Wait. Dad said he had an external floppy drive. So it must be somewhere around here.
Let's look for it.
Like, I get it. It's an adventure game, but like, you're going to be naturally curious and like look through all the stuff. So yeah, the game implies that you're not supposed to see the stuff that we just saw, but like, you can't just. It's silly. It's just silly. Like, you can't blame the devs for it, but it is definitely something. Oh, look.
Huh?
Just some packing tape. Must be what he used on the boxes in here.
What?
Why is there a tube in here? Why is there a tube in here? What's this tube for? This origami paper hasn't been folded yet. Dad does get hurt a lot. How many paper cuts has he gotten? There's a cable for the computer. Ashley, take the cable. It's probably useful.
Huh?
What's this?
Ah.
There's a slot. Looks like a disc could fit in it. Yeah, that's what you think about when you're like a kid and don't know technology. Alright. Closing the door. Alright. Now we can get the cable. I wonder if this can connect the drive on the computer. Got cable. Oh. Alright. I think we can Now I can connect this to the computer. Got drive with cable. So yeah, I was wrong. There is more stuff you can combine in this game, but also it's kind of a silly thing. Like, I love how it was a tutorial thing in the near the end of the first game.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oops.
Now the disc.
All right.
There we go. We couldn't animate inserting the disc.
Okay. I can access the floppy disk. A file popped up on the screen. What is this?
Open it.
The data looks corrupted, so I can't read it all. Seems like your dad wrote it, though.
It says, eliminate any suspicion.
Right. That must be it.
It's why he was investigating the lake's pollution.
And he figured out that this unknown contaminant is what's causing it. Do you think this is why your dad disappeared? Because he was trying to find what really polluted the lake?
It must be. Someone didn't want Dad to find out, and they got to him. I'm close, Dad. Ashley, I want to check out the lake. There's a water quality testing kit in my dad's briefcase. We'll use that to find this unknown contaminant, and then I'll figure out where it's coming from. This looks pretty old.
Too old to use, that's for sure. How else can we test the lake's water quality? The computer just made a noise.
And there's something on the screen. What's a DAS?
It's this. My dad made it. Let's see what happens when I hold it near the computer. What is this? That's the phone. Maybe Dad's calling. Watch the DAS, Matthew.
Sure. Can I play with it once it's finished installing?
It won't work for you. It only likes me.
Oh, come on.
I like how that's the response and not, there are no games on it. Ashley, you sweetheart. Alright. Yeah, I think that crane is the only crane in this house. I'll check it later after I'm done recording, but like, yeah. See, I knew someone was gonna call me instead of me having to call someone else.
Hello?
Ashley, is that you?
Jessica!
How's the trip?
Alright, I guess.
You should get out and enjoy yourself. Is your dad there?
He's at the lab. Something came up.
I see. Did he say when he'd be back?
Nope. He didn't say much, as usual.
Okay. I'll try again later.
Oh. Ashley!
Well, that's it. That was chapter 3. So yeah, we learned a lot, and yeah, I love how this game, I love the story progression in this game. I love how every revelation builds on top of each other, and yeah, and I love the characterization of Matthew and Ashley, and how Ashley is clearly actually growing up instead of trying to be the mature, trying to be more mature than she actually is, like in the beginning of the game. But yeah, next time, well, I guess we'll try and figure out a way to find the source of the lake pollution. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're watching this as soon as this is uploaded, or however long in the future, years from now, maybe, that you're supporting me, and I'm very grateful that you watched this at all. So, anyway, catch you guys later.